Major upgrades on the slopes for the new season, including game-changing chairlifts. Plus, a salute to small business will meet 2 dedicated women in business. How do you like life in the Poconos? The survey out now where you can have your say. Plus, ways to give back this holiday season.
Plus, sprucing up the cut-your-own Christmas tree tradition. A historic resort in the Poconos decked out for the holidays. What's new with the popular snowmen of Stroudsburg? Plus, going back in time to a booming winter industry from long ago.
Hello everyone, welcome to Pocono Mountains Magazine for the month of December. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Hamill here, working on a little hot chocolate action this winter season at Camelback Mountain. Winter is back, Brianna, and I wanted to bring us some sweet treats to kick off the season.
Oh, thanks, Jim. It looks fantastic.
Absolutely it is.
So we have 6 ski resorts here in the Pocono Mountains, of course, including Camelback, gearing up for the winter season, and each resort has so much in store. Guests can come out and experience something new at all of our resorts.
Absolutely, including some new chairlifts at several resorts, including Camelback. That'll be a game changer for the season, whether you're a skier, snowboarder, or a snow tuber, or you just like the outdoors and love a nice hot fire.
Yeah, that's right. And there's so much coming up on this next hour. But first, let's check out how the Poconos have been making the news lately.
You don't see those kind of folks anymore in industry, and definitely an end of an era.
News outlets, including WFMZ TV, shared the life and legacy of Bob Ugassini, affectionately known as Mr. Pocono, who passed away last month at age 87. The former executive director of the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau is known for his countless accomplishments over the years in promoting the Poconos and making the region a top destination.
NJ.com reported on the $235 million boost from tourism in the Delaware Water Gap. The article cites a study from 2021 that found more than 4 million visitors helped generate millions for businesses in Monroe and Pike counties, as well as others on the New Jersey side of the Delaware River.
Good vibes out here on the first day. We're just trying to enjoy it, make the most of this hopefully long ski season.
Ski season has arrived to the Pocono Mountains. WNEP TV stopped by Blue Mountain Resort on its opening day and found hundreds of skiers and snowboarders excited for the early start to winter.
The Pocono Record reported a state grant for nearly $4 million will provide half the funding for thousands of new railroad ties in the Poconos, which will allow for Amtrak speeds. If federal funding comes through, those railroad ties could be installed beginning next year from Delaware Water Gap past Tobyhanna.
Hey everyone, it's Jim Hamill right here, and yes, you can only see my legs right now, but that's kind of the idea behind the new chairlift here, the Black Bear 6 at Camelback Resort. This high-speed lift has 6 seats, and it's fast, and it gives you a little bit of cover from the elements too. So this is one of the many new additions to the Pocono ski resorts all across the region right now. We want to show you what's happening all across those ski resorts and right here at Camelback.
It's not every day ski resorts like Camelback get upgrades like this. And with the new ski season comes a new lift experience that will get riders up the mountain in, get this, under 3 minutes.
It means more skiers up the mountain faster, less lines, and more skiing, more fun.
The Black Bear 6 seats, well, 6, and is high speed, taking skiers and snowboarders 2,600 feet up. And even though it's quick, it's also cozy.
This is what we call, I don't know if there's a more technical term, but a bubble lift.
Right.
So you're able to, whenever you put your safety bar down, a little bubble comes down and will protect you from wind. I mean, we get rain here in the winter, unfortunately, sometimes, and keeps you nice and cozy for your less than 3-minute chair ride up the mountain.
When Camelback is at full operation, and it fully expects to be with major snowmaking capabilities on the mountain, there are 39 trails, including Nile Mile. The outermost and longest trail now has leveled up on its snowmaking with thousands of feet of new water and air pipeline to automate the snowmaking here.
It's a little bit of sorcery in our team. I mean, they have it mastered. They have, state-of-the-art equipment. This automation makes it really easier for us to just keep making snow whenever temperatures do allow.
And one more tool at Camelback's disposal this season, a new snow groomer. All as this resort keeps offering the same diverse experience from snow tubing, après-ski, and even an indoor water park, Aquatopia.
Camelback is so unique for that reason alone. You can come stay at Camelback, ski all day, you can snow tube, and then go over to, we have an indoor water park if you just want to relax in a hot tub after you ski, and then grab a drink at Trail's End or Thirsty Camel.
Different mountain, same story. A big upgrade at Blue Mountain Resort 2 for the 22-23 season.
So we're putting in a new 6-person high-speed lift for this season. It's going to be called Main Street Express, and it's really going to improve connectivity between our Valley and Summit lodges for our guests.
Main Street Express will be able to take 3,000 riders up to the summit in an hour, making this resort in Palmerton one of a kind in Pennsylvania.
The most important part of skiing and riding is to keep the fun moving, right? So we're going to be actually the only resort in Pennsylvania with 3 high-speed lifts, and this new 6-person edition is just really going to keep traffic moving so people can get more runs in on the mountain.
Once the new lift is operational in mid-December, it will result in an entirely new path, regraded trails so skiers and snowboarders can get the most out of Blue Mountain, plus new fan guns for making snow.
The mountain is now 61% automated, which is really an industry leader and great for sustainability efforts.
Don't forget the new logo, and bringing music and synced lighting at night to the country's biggest snow tubing park right at Blue. Snow guns all across the Poconos have been fired up by mid-November this year, ensuring a great season on the slopes, including here at Ski Big Bear at Mast Hope Mountain. 30 snow guns are in operation here, upping the efficiency, even in varying winter conditions.
With all this new snowmaking equipment, we are super excited to put it to the test. And so when Mother Nature gives us temperatures to make snow, we're going to be out there blowing snow. So if there's no snow in your backyard, don't worry about it. We've got you covered right here.
In addition to 30 snow guns, the rental shop is ready to roll. New gear is in the house.
We've got new snowboards coming in. We've always had a great fleet with over 1,800 pairs of skis in-house to be able to hand out to our customers. So if you're a beginner coming for the first time, don't worry, we've got you covered.
This season, Ski Big Bear is proud to keep its tradition as the perfect learn-to-ski experience. In addition to 3 magic carpets for beginners, this resort has industry vet Mark Absalom heading up a fleet of ski instructors.
He's an expert in the field, and he has definitely added a level of professionalism and training to our staff that we are really proud of. And so he comes in and we've got 75 ski instructors that we're able to match up the right instructor for the right student and get them out for a successful day that's not only about learning, but more about having fun.
3 more resorts to go in our updates and upgrades for the season in the Pocono Mountains. Jack Frost Big Boulder with 5 new lifts between them, and Shawnee Mountain Ski Area already putting its new fan guns to good use and opened the day after Thanksgiving. That's still to come here on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
'Tis the season for picking out that perfect Christmas tree. Coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine, we're heading to a business that takes that tradition and spruces things up.
Jim Hemmel of Brandis Trunk will be right back with more Pocono Mountains Magazine. A special thanks to our sponsors, St. Luke's Monroe Campus, East Stroudsburg University, and Lehigh Valley Hospital, Pocono.
Hi again, everyone. It's Jim Hamill with a favor to ask of you. We're so very thankful you're part of the Pocono Mountains and watch these stories on Pocono Television Network. Now it's your chance to give us some feedback. We're asking you to fill out a brief survey about tourism in the Pocono Mountains, and you can be entered to win a $100 gift card to a business right here in the Poconos. Here's how to do it.
If you live in Wayne, Pike, Monroe, or Carbon counties, you live in the Pocono Mountains. So we want to hear from residents from all 4 counties. First, you have to be 18 years of age or older to participate. Second, there are 20 $100 gift cards up for grabs. 5 winners will be randomly selected from each county. And to sweeten the deal, the gift cards are to local businesses right here in the Poconos. Just point your smartphone or tablet camera at the screen and scan the QR code. Or head to PoconoMountains.com/survey to get the survey. Your answers are 100% confidential. We Pocono promise. Just 15 minutes and you're done. The survey is available until December 12th. What we learn from this survey will help guide the Pocono Mountains Visitors Bureau on future campaigns and initiatives. Tourism impacts us all here in the Poconos in one way or another, and we're excited to learn more about your take on how it affects your daily life and your way of life. Once again, head to PoconoMountains.com/survey for the link, or scan this code with your smart device. You'll be entered in a chance to win a $100 gift card. Thanks for being a part of the Pocono Mountains story. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Hey everyone, it's Jim Hamill, still on the ski beat here all across the Pocono Mountains, and at Jack Frost Big Boulder they are celebrating some major milestones this year. 75 years at Big Boulder, 50 at Jack Frost. And just like the theme is for some other Pocono ski resorts, these resorts upgraded this year big time on chairlifts. 5 new ones between the two places, 3 here at Jack Frost, 2 at Big Boulder. They even moved this one, the newly named Pocono lift, over a bit to make it a streamlined process for everybody coming out to ski and snowboard this year here. Let's find out what it means for everybody hitting Jack Frost Big Boulder this season.
To say it's been a busy off-season for Jack Frost Big Boulder is quite the understatement. 5, count them, 5 new chairlifts between the two mountains. And they'll all be a game changer for the skiing and snowboarding experience here, because each of them is a quad carrying 4 people.
We started construction on July 8th, and since then we've been, kind of like going as fast as we can to make sure we can produce all 5 lifts before it's time to open for the 22-23 season.
GM Trent Poole gave Pocono Television Network an explainer on what these new lifts mean for riders.
Here at the Pocono lift, we kind of went in between what was the old E lift and the old F lift. So now what does that do for us? It gives you the ability to ski 3 beginner trails all day long with 1 central access point. So we did a little bit of that at Boulder too, changed both alignments, and it's all for the skiing and riding experience, making it easy.
Between the mountains, there are more than 30 trails to hit. Jack Frost by day, Big Boulder by night. And that's not all.
One thing that we have this year, especially at the Big Boulder projects, is 4 new trails. 2 of them being top to bottom trails. So that's something that we're excited for.
4 new trails, new lifts, and combine that with the Vail Epic Pass or Epic Day Pass. Longtime and new skiers and boarders at JFBB will see plenty of new improvements from the moment they get on the slopes to the very last run. It's a whole new ballgame at Shawnee Mountain Ski Area 2 for 2022-2023. Investments in snowmaking and rentals are sure to be a hit this season.
We pride ourselves in our snow, so we've really taken the time to go through our new snowmaking equipment, invest in it, new fan guns that are going to put out a ton of snow, be a lot more efficient.
Shawnee has something for everyone, beginner, advanced, 2 terrain parks, and snow tubing too. Plus, new equipment to rent.
We made a big investment in our rental shop this season, so no skis, new snowboards, boots, everything. We can fit everybody from 3 years old to grandma and grandpa.
And true to form, Shawnee is an ideal resort where you can learn to ski, especially with a jump start on snowmaking for the season.
Lessons are huge, and we put a package together to try to make it as seamless for families as possible. You show up, everything is in one spot. The rental shop puts you right on the beginner's hill, you meet your instructor, and they get you going from start to finish.
Between Shawnee, JFBB, Blue, Camelback, and Ski Big Bear, the Poconos has you covered. Whether it's new lifts, gear, snowmaking, or all of the above. Just head to PoconoSki.com for everything you need this winter on the slopes. Jim Hamill for the Pocono Television Network.
'Tis the season for picking out that perfect Christmas tree. Today we're visiting a place that is known for sprucing up the tradition, plus offering so much fun throughout the year. Come along.
A lot of work, but a lot of satisfaction.
Jenzer's Tree Farm in Lehighton is a 3rd-generation family-owned and operated business. When Ryan and his wife Jan took over in 2015, they moved out of their recently built home and on to the farm.
This unique view is probably what makes Yenser's Tree Farm Yenser's. The view of the valley is just beautiful. You know, we have woods backdrop. It's very quiet, very rural area, just a couple miles outside of town.
With acres upon acres of Christmas trees, whatever you're looking for is here. Choose and cut your own or leave the work to someone else.
We sort of have the meat and potato variety here of Christmas trees. We kind of say Christmas trees are like people. Everyone is different.
Kids and kids at heart will love riding the Rudolph train and the hay wagon. The seasonal experience at Yenser's continues with complimentary hot cocoa, coffee, and cookies, a decked out gift shop selling fresh wreaths, plus cozy outdoor seating with fire pits. And make sure to be on your best behavior because you never know who you might run into.
So we kind of offer a little bit of everything,
including a sunflower festival held the first 2 weekends in August,
which has grown considerably the last 3 years, where we have acres of sunflowers, we have food, we have live music, we have a sunflower maze, photo ops.
Plus, you won't want to miss Yenser's Fall Fest, open 6 weekends in September and October.
And that is pumpkin patches, corn maze, cannons that shoot corn cobs, our reindeer train runs. We have a full fun zone for kids with a zip line, an obstacle course, tire mountain, tons of playground equipment.
In addition to creating the popular sunflower and fall festivals, Ryan and Jan participate every year in Trees for Troops, donating Christmas trees to military families at bases around the country. And now they're in the process of building a 5,000 square foot building in the middle of the farm for special events. Imagine getting married in a winter wonderland among the trees or attending a meeting from a field filled with sunflowers.
We just think that's going to really be huge for us.
Yenser's has come a long way in 51 years and continues to grow. A business built by family, for families. With the Pocono Television Network, I'm Brianna Strunk. The Pocono Mountains is known for its snowmaking, but a long time ago, our region was known for making something else in the cold. Find out more coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine. Plus, a beloved seasonal tradition is going strong at this historic resort in the Poconos. Take a look at the holiday magic.
If you live in Wayne, Pike, Monroe, or Carbon counties, you live in the Pocono Mountains. So we want to hear from residents from all 4 counties. Tourism impacts us all here in the Poconos in one way or another. And we're excited to learn more about your take on how it affects your daily life and your way of life. Once again, head to PoconoMountains.com/survey for the link, or scan this code with your smart device. You'll be entered in a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Want to learn to ski? The Pocono Mountains is the place to be. With lessons for every age, you'll be skiing or snowboarding in no time. Learning is fun, and the views are beautiful. Choose from 6 amazing ski areas. Learn more at PoconoSki.com.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. That is, unless you're visiting this resort in the Poconos, known for its holiday hospitality and Christmas cheer.
Merry Christmas!
With the flick of a switch, the tree is lit. Then Santa arrives by horse-drawn carriage.
Hello! How you doing?
To greet all the good boys and girls.
It's magical, beautiful decorations, and so many activities with Santa. They make it very special.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history.
It's all part of the beloved and unique festivities held every weekend in December at Sky Top Lodge.
And you can't help but get into the holiday spirit once you come here.
Sweet part of the experience is this life-size edible gingerbread house, a replica of Skytop Lodge.
It's amazing.
It's perfect. I want to live in it.
Building the gingerbread house starts in early August. Ingredients include 825 eggs, 720 pounds of flour, 800 pounds of royal icing, and about 150 pounds of candy. The design weighs 2,300 pounds and takes over 250 hours to make.
There's 7 or 8 of us in the bake shop at all times, and everybody has a hand in it. Some of us have been almost exclusively gingerbread house for the last pretty much month. Then I have other people that work in other parts of the hotel that have actually come in to help us with this as well.
Skytop offers a full lineup of activities, especially this time of year, with cookie decorating, holiday arts and crafts, and fireside story time. Glide on the ice or down the slopes, and enjoy breakfast with Santa every Sunday. There's even a special package guests can book, taking them by hayride to a nearby tree farm to cut their own Christmas tree.
Whether you've been here for quite some time, year after year, or if this would be your first experience at Skytop, you can tell traditions are being made, and memories for that matter.
For the Pocono Television Network, I'm Brianna Strunk. The clean, pristine waters here in the Pocono Mountains were perfect for a booming industry from the late 1800s to the early 1900s. Ice was harvested en masse from local lakes, then shipped to major metropolitan areas such as New York City and Philadelphia so people could keep their food and drinks cold. While that industry no longer exists thanks to the invention of refrigeration, there is a family with help from friends and the Coolbaugh Township Historical Association working to keep history alive every year by holding an event on one of the very lakes here in Monroe County used for ice harvesting.
Mill Pond number 1 is the name of the lake because it was a mill pond for the lumber industry. Back in the mid-1850s, there was a sawmill along this lake, and they timbered off the area upstream from here and floated down to this lake to mill it in the sawmill. The area was all lumbered off in the late 1800s, and the Pocono Mountain Ice Company leased the lake from the Tobyhanna Lehigh Lumber Company to harvest ice. They built a small ice house here, 1896, used that for a few years, then they built a larger ice house in 1907. That ice house was 500 feet long, 100 feet wide, and 50 feet high. It holds 60,000 tons of ice, and that was a major operation here. They used it for many years until it burnt down in 1938. Yeah, ice harvesting, late 1800s, early 1900s, there were at least 19 large-scale ice harvesting operations in Monroe County, all the way down from Sailors Lake all the way up to Gooseboro. And at one point, it was said to be one of the largest industries in Monroe County. Ice was cut off these lakes and then shipped by railroad car to metropolitan areas, New York City, and distributed by the Iceman to the people who had ice boxes in their kitchen to keep the food cold. For the ice box, it only lasts about a day or two, depending upon how the outside temperature or how often it was open. So the Iceman was pretty busy delivering ice to the ice boxes. During the height of the harvest, there'd be over 100 men in each ice harvest operation during the wintertime. Then in the summertime, they had a smaller crew of 12 or 15 men who would move the ice from the ice house, put it into boxcars for shipment to the cities. The invention of the electric refrigerator in the 1930s was the beginning of the end for the natural ice industry. There was pockets of the ice industry still active until the early 1950s in Gooseboro and Warnertown, 2 ice houses near here. And the demand for that ice was for cooling boxcars. For shipping perishable items, they had compartments in the end of the boxcar, and they would put this natural ice into the end of the boxcar and keep the food cool.
All the ice houses would soon shut down in the early 1950s. The tools became artifacts. Then in 1993, Bill Leonard's dad had the idea to create an ice festival during Coolbaugh Township's bicentennial celebration the following year.
Well, my dad had been collecting ice tools for many years. Actually, when he was a boy, he worked in the ice industry. My dad decided to build an ice house and reenact the ice harvest with the tools he had been collecting. Unfortunately, my dad died of a heart attack in October of '93. He had the house completed, but not the ramp. So we continued, my brother, sister, and I, and friends and relatives continued building the ramp. And we had the first ice harvest in February of 1994 as part of the Coolbaugh Township bicentennial celebration. The ice was 24 inches thick that day, and we've been doing it every year since. The Coolbaugh Township Historical Association has partnered with us to sponsor the ice harvest, and they help us out with the financial end of it. People come from miles around. There's a core of about 30 or 40 people who parents, grandparents had worked in the ice industry, and they just come back year after year and help out. So we currently harvest on the last Saturday of January, conditions permitting, and put about 40 or 50 tons of ice in the ice house, and people use it for picnics all summer long. Our sportsman club used the last ice this year on August 28th. And this ice house will only hold 50 tons, and that would be the size that some resorts would have. I know Pocono Manor had a nice house, Skytop had a nice house. That would be the size they'd use for the smaller resorts type things. When we started off harvesting ice, we figured, we'll do it for a few years. And every year somebody comes up to us and said, boy, this is a really good thing. This is really great. They bring their kids back every year, so it just keeps us going,
The annual ice harvest here at Mill Pond No. 1 is held the last Saturday in January, weather dependent, and it's free for the public to come out and watch. For the Pocono Television Network, I'm Brianna Strug.
Still to come on Pocono Mountains Magazine, some of the ways you can give back this holiday season to charities that are giving back to people in the Poconos.
They're back. We'll show you the 37 life-size snowmen of Stroudsburg, including 10 new designs that are out for the season, coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine.
East Stroudsburg University. Dozens of degree opportunities, taught by exceptional faculty. Exciting campus life and the beauty of the Poconos. ESU, where everything you want is closer than you think.
If you live in Wayne, Pike, Monroe, or Carbon counties, you live in the Pocono Mountains. So we want to hear from residents from all 4 counties. Tourism impacts us all here in the Poconos in one way or another. And we're excited to learn more about your take on how it affects your daily life and your way of life. Once again, head to PoconoMountains.com/survey for the link, or scan this code with your smart device. You'll be entered in a chance to win a $100 gift card.
The reason you'd want to have a hospitality job like this is the ability to interact with so many different people and to create an amazing experience for them every day.
The cool part about working at the Poconos is you get to play where you work. So it's a ton of fun, it's good money, lots to do.
This mountain doubles as a great place to learn, but also a beautiful community to work in, make friends. Great jobs are available now. Go to PoconoMountains.com/jobs.
Hi everyone, it's Jim Hamill with Pocono Television Network, and each and every year the call goes out for folks all across the Pocono Mountains to help those in need, especially around the holiday season. And each and every year, that need is greater. And so charities like the Pocono Mountains United Way, which supports nonprofits and programs, always relies on donations from the public to help. And so we have several charities that always activate around this time of year to give back to our communities and the people in them, including the Salvation Army of East Stroudsburg and the Shower for Charity in Honesdale for the Wayne County Children's Christmas Bureau. Even before December arrives, The bell ringers are out in force across the Pocono Mountains. And for one cold December day,
Merry Christmas!
so is Michael G. Stanton, showering for charity in Honesdale. Both charity efforts have been making a difference for decades.
I stand outside literally in a claw tub in boxer shorts on Main Street, and I will stay in there until we raise $20,000, or until, as I say, my lips turn blue and they tell me you got to get out. But I've turned different colors in the past.
Stanton takes a cold shower for the Wayne County Children's Christmas Bureau, getting a boost from sponsors and each and every penny donated during the hours-long charity shower, sometimes in the frigid cold.
There have been some times literally when it was a wind chill of 0, and there's been times when it's been in the teens when I go out, and I will stay there until we raise $20,000. And I've never gotten out when we didn't have the money. Literally ice on my hair, on the hair on my arms, my legs.
No matter snow or ice, the Salvation Army puts out the call for volunteers to ring in this season of giving, taking donations at locations all across the region, 8 hours a day, right up until Christmas Eve.
That's a lot of hours, covering lots of stores. We need lots of volunteers to keep that going. So they can call us to volunteer to cover one of the kettles, even if all they have is a couple hours. That's helpful to keep that covered.
Majors Martha and John Wheeler with the East Stroudsburg Salvation Army sat down with us last December to talk about how they help thousands each year, thanks to the donations from so many this season.
Salvation Army Kettle started back in 1891, San Francisco. They were trying to feed about 25,000 people Christmas dinner. Since then, we've been doing kettles, but since then what we do has changed. It's not just about the food anymore. It gets into sheltering and toys and all sorts of other things that we take care of. The need is great, so we keep putting the kettles out.
Nowadays, there are also virtual kettles and other ways to give right at the Salvation Army website. And on December 10th, you can give to Michael G. and the Shower for Charity and see why he keeps doing it each and every year. This year's goal, $25,000. And over the years, he estimates he's raised more than $350,000 for the Children's Christmas Bureau in Wayne County.
I'm going to leave there and get in warm clothes and go to a warm house. There are folks, kids, that they don't have a warm coat, or they don't have a house that's warm. Maybe they have a house, but they can't afford the heat bill or whatever. So, okay, so I'm cold for a little while. Like, whoop-de-doo.
Whether it's volunteers ringing the bell for donations or a frosty shower outside in the elements, these charities know why they work so hard to provide help to others now and all year long.
What motivates me is just remembering the people in need. I call them the hidden generation, people who have deep needs that it seems like society doesn't even realize they exist. I remind myself of those people and just keep plugging through and get done what I need to do.
Thanks to all who give and to all who give of themselves, not just money. It's not just about money. It's about giving of ourselves, and God blesses us for our sacrifices in that way.
We have so many generous people in Wayne and Pike County. It's and beyond. But I mean, so thank you. It is awesome.
During this season of giving, consider these and other charities, helping the Pocono Mountains and its people. Jim Hamill for the Pocono Television Network. Coming up on Pocono Mountains Magazine, we'll meet two women in business, making things work year in and year out for their customers and patrons. Find out what makes them show up each and every day for work. Coming up.
St. Luke's has been a cornerstone of the Lehigh Valley for over 150 years. It was originally founded to provide industrial workers with immediate local access to care. In the last century and a half, while healthcare has transformed dramatically, St. Luke's dedicated physicians, employees, and volunteers have proven they can respond to changes with exciting, innovative, and bold healthcare solutions. St. Luke's ability to deliver the highest quality care at the lowest cost is truly transformational and will ensure our future.
What we have here is a new tradition here at Skytop. We got a new tree from Lee Heighton Farms. And with the help of our friends over here with Mountain Landscaping, we decided to purchase a tree, decorate the tree, in anticipation for a great holiday time here at Skytop. We actually start the holiday season right at Thanksgiving. Right immediately thereafter, we do the inaugural Christmas tree lighting. And every Saturday, the lighting takes place, where we have carolers, hot chocolate. There's at least 30 kids, and they all get around the Christmas tree. The glee and the happiness on these kids is second to none. We have a life-size gingerbread house, along with all the different activities that take place within Skytop. A true way to get into the holiday spirit, because quite frankly, there's no other place to be in my mind than here at Skytop. Every year now, moving forward, we'll have to get one a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. We're excited about what this new tradition will bring to Skytop and our guests.
If you live in Wayne, Pike, Monroe, or Carbon counties, you live in the Pocono Mountains. So we want to hear from residents from all 4 counties. Tourism impacts us all here in the Poconos in one way or another. And we're excited to learn more about your take on how it affects your daily life and your way of life. Once again, head to PoconoMountains.com/survey for the link, or scan this code with your smart device. You'll be entered in a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Hey everyone, it's Jim Hamill again here, focusing in on small businesses in the Pocono Mountains. And whether you are a floral shop like Gorgeous Floral here in Hawley, or you're the Water Wheel Cafe in Milford, which combines the cafe, the bar, and the bakery, there's a lot that goes into keeping those businesses running for years and years and years, providing jobs and a place to call home for a lot of the people in the community, whether or not they want to come out and pick up a floral arrangement or get a bite to eat. So let's find out more as we meet the people behind these operations, small businesses in the Poconos.
Meet Catherine Brown, the green thumb behind Gorgeous Floral on Route 6 in Hawley. Open for about 1 year now, but already having an impact on the Pocono business community as both a florist and destination for plant enthusiasts.
The light alone, you know, when they opened up the back 2 walls, the plants are just like, oh, you know, I am here and flourishing.
As part of the Settlers Hospitality Group, Gorgeous still embodies small business values and a shop local mindset for any occasion.
We try to, you know, source as much locally as we can during the season. Then we go out from there, and then it's the processing and the storing and the cooler. There's a lot that goes into it. So we are so appreciative of the customers that come in, both new and now regulars. We've been open a little bit more than a year, so we've really appreciated that. And yeah, just hopefully making people happy.
Making people happy is exactly what Nancy Simonet and the Water Wheel Cafe, Bakery, and Bar in Milford have been doing for 3 decades. 33 years to be more exact.
Just started as a bakery and kind of went from there. Sandwiches, introduced a few entrees for dinner, and just kind of grew.
The Water Wheel has called this historic property along the Sawkill Creek home all these years. A former grist mill. You can see the inner workings of the mill up close while grabbing a bite or a drink in the bar.
A lot of European people say that it has soul, evokes emotion when you come in here.
With more than 30 employees, the Water Wheel is constantly churning and really exemplifies the small business spirit of the Poconos. The owners, husband and wife, making it work for all these years.
He'd come home at 2 in the morning and I'd be up at 6 in the morning, and we'd just be like ships passing. Little beep of the horn as I came up the hill and he's coming down the hill. You know, it's definitely a labor of love because it occupies your life.
When it comes to cultivating a following, Catherine at Gorgeous Floral is making it a labor of love as well.
Perhaps you bought yourself a bouquet? Yes, please, always do.
The Gorgeous team hustles behind the scenes to make weddings and other occasions very special, and it's all done with perseverance and purpose.
Everyone's working hard, but to be in small business at the moment is particularly challenging. Inflation, the prices of everything, it's just very challenging. And so that's why our goal is to nail every experience, to make happy customers, to make happy memories, to make them last, and give the experience of something so that they can go home, oh yeah, I remember that, I'm gonna go back there.
The mantra is the same at the Water Wheel, the passion for serving customers, a community, and doing it 6 days a week, part of the fabric of the Pocono Mountains and its small business flavor.
This community reminds us of that often. Whenever I sort of get down and I feel like I can't do this anymore, I'm exhausted, somebody will say, you're feeding us, you're nurturing us, and you don't stop to think about those things until someone points it out to you. And then you're like, okay, take a breath.
This time of year and all year, shop local, support small business, and in turn, small business will support us all. Jim Hamill for the Pocono Television Network.
Still ahead, do you want to build a snowman? More than 30 artists in the Poconos have. Only these sculptures won't be melting.
It just goes to show what can be done if you have the right surgeons and the right doctors.
Because I was concerned with the mass that I saw in her abdomen, I knew she just needed to go to surgery as soon as possible.
The diagnosis was one cancer appendiceal, and whatever need I would have, I knew she was going to address it. That impressed me.
At the Lehigh Valley Topper Cancer Institute, we have a team of experts who are specialty trained in their field.
Best word I can find, phenomenal.
If you live in Wayne, Pike, Monroe, or Carbon counties, you live in the Pocono Mountains. So we want to hear from residents from all 4 counties. Tourism impacts us all here in the Poconos in one way or another. And we're excited to learn more about your take on how it affects your daily life and your way of life. Once again, head to PoconoMountains.com/survey for the link, or scan this code with your smart device. You'll be entered in a chance to win a $100 gift card.
Here are some tips on ways to spend more time skiing and snowboarding on the slopes this year.
All these Pocono Mountain ski resorts have very easy entry. Pay your tickets online, then put your RFID card in your pocket and walk through the line. It's that simple.
This is the time for you and your family to learn to ski and board.
And you know it's an amazing activity that'll make memories for a lifetime. So please visit us at PoconoSki.com.
Of year to head outdoors and make a snow angel or build a snowman. And there's a place in the Poconos where you can find nearly 40 life-size snowmen, and they won't melt no matter what the weather brings.
It's like unwrapping an early Christmas gift. The creativity is so out of this world, you're certainly in for a treat. Because the Snowmen of Stroudsburg are back.
I am so super excited to walk around and see them.
37 life-size sculptures, each designed by a local artist, are spread around the Stroudsburg area through February 25th, 2023. An organization named Go Collaborative created the Snowmen of Stroudsburg 5 years ago to bring together artists, businesses, places of worship, local residents, and tourists.
I think the creative part just keeps blossoming and getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
The fleet includes beloved snowmen returning from past years, plus 10 new designs, including Holiday Humbug by Kyle Maloney, taking the traditional snowman concept and literally flipping it upside down.
I wanted to do something different, distinctly different than last year.
The insect was brought to life using plastic poly pipe, pool noodles, spray foam, and a bottle of Captain Morgan Cannon Blast rum for the ornament inside its mouth. which illuminates thanks to a hidden solar panel.
I didn't really know what it was going to look like until, on a building, because I've only seen it flat. At one point I did kind of hook up my excavator to it and drag it up next to my building and see, kind of the perspective, but to see it here is great.
You have it at $1,500, number 8.
In May 2022, Kyle's original steampunk-inspired snowman named Cogswell sold at auction for $1,500. During that auction, held to raise funds for the artists, 12 snowmen were purchased by a mix of local businesses and private residents. Many of those sculptures are also on display this season at their new homes.
Oh, I think they're beautiful. They really are. Everyone has to come down, certainly this year, if they haven't in the past, and enjoy the snowmen.
10 businesses in downtown Stroudsburg are stocked with maps showing the locations of snowmen. Take selfies with all 10 new snowmen, plus 5 returning ones, then stop back into the business to take home this tote bag with any purchase. Pocono Soap is one of the businesses with maps, and there you can buy this special product created as a fundraiser for the Snowmen of Stroudsburg.
The Snowmen of Stroudsburg has been a really big deal for our town. It's become a tradition for families. It brings them down during the week when it would normally be slow. You look out and you see there's families walking around looking for snowmen. So we are super grateful to Go Collaborative for creating this for us.
So what are you waiting for? Come explore downtown Stroudsburg and go on a scavenger hunt to find your favorite snowman. You can even vote online to help the top 3 artists secure cash prizes. The snowmen relocate several times throughout the season, weather permitting. For the Pocono Television Network, I'm Brianna Strunk.
Cheers, Brianna. Great story on those snowmen back in Stroudsburg for another season. And of course, ski and snowboard season back again here in the Poconos.
Yeah, whether you come to visit one of our downtown districts or one of our 6 ski resorts in the Poconos, we hope you have a great holiday season experiencing our region. And thanks as always for watching Pocono Mountains Magazine.
We'll see you next year.